Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Twin Horizons YouTube channel for another LEGO set review. Today we're going to be looking at LEGO set 77012, LEGO Indiana Jones The Last Crusade Fighter Plane Chase. And if you haven't checked it out yet, I just got done doing a complete LEGO Indiana Jones The Original Adventures LEGO game playthrough series on the channel. You can check out that playlist. You should be able to access it from the homepage, and that will have every single video I did on it. I did everything in story mode and free play and got the game to 100%. So if you want to check that out, that would be awesome. Now, let's get into this video. This LEGO set was released in April of 2023 and is currently still available for retail purchase. The set is rated for ages 8 and up, and it comes with 387 pieces, and the set goes for $34.99. Here we have the minifigures for this set. On the left-hand side, of course, we have Indiana Jones. He does differ from the other Indiana Jones figures that have come out for this new Indiana Jones set line. I believe they are each unique because the last video I did on the other LEGO Indiana Jones set for the tomb, he is different. He had like gloves on, he had his satchel. This one, he has on a tie, he has regular flesh-colored hands, and I believe his face printing might be a little bit different, but you do get the same hat with the hairpiece. But again, this minifigure is unique to this set. You also get a pistol and a whip with him, and this version of Indiana Jones goes for around $5.04. Again, this is the Last Crusade Indiana Jones. Next to Indiana Jones, we have Professor Henry Jones Sr., of course, Indiana Jones's father. He is unique to this set as well. He goes for around $3.97. Gets his little green bow tie there, the nice green belt. He's got that classic like archaeologist hat on, of course, with his glasses. He gets a briefcase and a nice little umbrella piece, which I think is a nice touch as well. Just adding some more things from that Last Crusade movie, which is it's just really nice to see that. And then finally on the right, you have another unique minifigure for this set, which is the fighter pilot, just dressed in the classic like World War II German forces attire there, without any, of course, flags or branding. They just kind of kept it very generic. I think they didn't want to put in there that, it's a Nazi pilot, but essentially he's just a German fighter pilot, of course, again from the Last Crusade. So overall, you got 3 great minifigures, and if I didn't mention it, that fighter pilot goes for around $3.28. So again, these minifigures for these newer sets that you can still buy at the store, they don't go for outrageous prices, again, because you can just get them in the set. But once these sets retire, I would assume that these minifigures would probably go up in value, because again, they're probably not going to make Indiana Jones sets again unless they finally make that 6th movie, but who knows if that will ever happen. Here we have the build for this set. On the left-hand side, you'll see the car that Indiana and his father end up needing to steal to try to get away from the fighter pilot when they're being chased down in The Last Crusade. So you got a pretty decent example of like an old-timey type car. They did some really nice design elements on here. They got the kind of the old school looking windshield going on. There's no trunk storage, but there is an actual chest that basically just slides down in the back seat here, so you can hold the extra weapons and of course the umbrella. And then there is room right behind the seat for the briefcase as well, so you can actually store some of the elements from the set, which is really nice. And then I always just kind of throw the whip right back there, so you can fit 2 minifigures in that car. And again, it's got kind of that cool retro styling. Then you also have this little road sign, just pointing to Berlin. That was kind of an element in the movie. And then on the right here, you have this fighter plane, which I think is done really well. And it's kind of interesting because, historically LEGO tries to steer away from making military type sets, just, with, history of war and stuff. They don't really want to propagate that, which is completely understandable. But then it's always funny because they make a killing off the LEGO Star Wars sets, but it's, space battle, so it's fine. But anyway, here you've got this really nice looking fighter plane. Of course, it's a 1-seater. It's got the landing gear, which can be adjusted if you want to, just for playability. And just overall, it's a really clean looking fighter, and I think great value for the money you get from this set. So 2, I would say, really clean builds and some great minifigures. Overall, great set. Here we have the box for this set. In the upper left-hand side, of course, you see the Lego logo along with the Indiana Jones logo. On the right-hand side, of course, Lego Indiana Jones sporting there as the box graphic. And then on the left-hand side, you'll see the just the details for the set. In the bottom left, you have the minifigure bar showcasing the 3 minifigures. And of course, the main box art showcases the fighter plane chasing down the car that Indiana and his father have stolen on their way towards Berlin. Here on the back of the box, again, you have the Lego along with the Indiana Jones logo in the top left, the set code 77012. Then you see the plane being showcased next to the car. I believe that would be in the tunnel because you can actually take off the wings for the plane now that I'm thinking about it. It's a play feature because in the movie, you know, the plane flies in the tunnel, both the wings get clipped off, and then it kind of explodes right after Indiana and his father get out of the way. And then you see on the left-hand side, of course, then there's Dr. Henry Jones getting into the crate down there for his umbrella. You see both of them in the car in that next box moving along the bottom. Then you see the car being chased into the tunnel. And then finally on the right hand side, what I was talking about, you can actually remove the wings for the plane if you wanted to play out that scenario from the movie. And then one more quick note I just thought of while I was looking at this box. If you look on the right side there, there's those tabs that you can push down with your thumbs, or at least Lego puts on there for you to do so. I do not do that. You really want to take a knife and basically slit right down the side here, right underneath that, so you can actually just you can open this box like normal. If you can see, basically kind of just slit right down there, breaking the little seals. So that way then it leaves the box basically intact. Now you notice, you know, got a little rip right here, but that's way better than having these punch holes, you know, in the box, because then it makes it look like this box is basically 100% like it's basically in pristine condition. So again, I always, you know, try to advise people, keep your boxes for your Lego sets. It's going to make them more valuable long term. And again, with all the effort and work they put into the, you know, the box art here, I feel like it's important to save them. So that is one tip I just have, so you don't ruin your boxes. Just kind of slit down that side there.